Mr. Botte, can you hear me now?
I can hear you perfectly. I have no idea why, but yes.
It's
I
always
don't know.
something.
Something. No, you're fine. You're fine.
Good, brother. I hear you good, man. We're going to have a good time today. You know that?
Every time I talk to you is a good time. Come on, man.
You know it, brother. You know it. All right. You know what I got to do? I got to open this show. So let me
Of
do that
course.
and let's get to talking to you. All right, everybody. Welcome back to the No Cover TV podcast. That's right. I'm your host, Big Al, and I take that local and national original music and I shove it in your face pretty hard. You need to hear it. A lot of great genres out there of all types of music and age groups. These youngins out there are making me look bad, and I'm a little jealous. Oh my, oh my. So, like I said, my three favorite words are support, support, support your artist. Go out, see the shows, pay the cover charge, buy the swag, the CDs, vinyl albums are coming back, T-shirts, whatever they have. And it's amazing some of the swag that they come up with in their mind. Pretty cool stuff. So support your artists because they're doing what they love, and what they love to do is put a smile on your face after you have an 8 to 10 hour crappy day at work. And you know what I mean, because I've been there. We've all been doing that. So we got a great show for you. But before I get to our guest, get a hold of me. Go to the website, www.nocovertv.live. Check out the page there. It's a little bit about the show and me. And at the bottom of the page, there's a little donation button. If you'd like to donate towards No Cover TV podcast, all the money helps to promote your music further and farther. And we picked up a few more countries this week. I'm liking it. I'm liking it a lot, people. We are getting you, your story, and the music around the world. And that was my intention back in 97 when I started doing this. Now from TV, radio, now podcast. You're never going to get rid of me. And I got to laugh right here because the guest we have on today, I don't think I'm going to ever get rid of him. My host today is the Michael Botte band. Michael Botte, how are you doing, brother?
My man, Big Al. It is always such a pleasure to hang out with you. And I hope, like you said, I hope my music can put some smiles on people's faces. That would be great.
Oh, you do. You got some wonderful stuff. I mean, you're a very hardworking musician. You're very dedicated.
Is there anything else, Al? Is there anything else? Because this is a continual struggle. Brother.
It is, and I noticed that you have a great dynamic of continually writing, whether it was stuff you wrote back in the past and bringing it to light now, or to what you're doing right now in writing. Very nice.
Yeah, it's interesting. We might have talked about this before. One of my songs, "My Way," that was released last year, I wrote 25 years ago. And then you have "I Got a Song," which was just released March 1st, as you know, and that was written over COVID. So it's kind of all over the place. I don't know where things come from.
Yeah, exactly. So let me tell a little bit about Michael Botte here to the podcast people and family out there. Michael Botte, of course, is a singer-songwriter. Likes to dabble with pop, rock, country with a little bit of a twist to it. That's because he's a little twisted. Just kidding.
I'm a lot twisted.
You got to be in this business, brother. You got to be. So that's what he does. And he has some great music. And he sways more towards the country, rock. I want to throw ballad in there. Is that all right to do that?
I've done, I think two of them. So New Rising Sun and My Way were more the ballads. And then the other ones were a little bit more of that, a little bit of kick in the pants, that country rock. But as you know, we're moving more into that pop alt rock with the last two releases. So I'm kind of changing a little bit, Al, right before your eyes.
Yeah, it is right before my eyes. Right before my eyes. Now, Michael lives over there in the East Coast, Pennsylvania. Yes. So
I was born and raised in Pittsburgh and then went all around the country and ended up on the other side of Pennsylvania in Philadelphia.
The other side to Philadelphia. Oh, yes, indeed. Been there many a times. Surprised I haven't run into you, but I will someday. So let me see. You must be getting into the studio with Bob. Beals is your producer.
And, Bob Beals, Sound Foundation Studios. What's funny, Al, is like I said, I Got a Song was just released March 1st, but I like to stay ahead of the game. So Bob and I have already finished our June, July summer release, and then we already finished our October release. So I'm two
Whoa.
ahead, and I'm just trying to fill the pipeline. Because honestly, I'd like to possibly give Big Records, my record company, maybe a couple choices on what they think I should release. So I'm just trying to stay ahead of the game a little bit.
I agree with you there, Michael. I agree with you there. And I want to say thank you because I'm a part of the Big Records family now. And that's because
You
of
are.
you.
I saw you.
Yes.
I saw you.
You did see me. So I'm a record rep for Big Records. So if you ever want to talk about Big Records label, just hit me up sometime. Or even Michael. No, don't hit Michael up. I'm just kidding.
You can hit me up. It's okay.
Yeah, Michael's a great guy. So how's life treating you? How's the family? How's the kids? How's everything going with you, brother?
Oh my goodness, life is great. My daughter's going to graduate high school, and Al, you're not going to believe this. She won a co-op with Toyota, and she is studying to be a master mechanic for Toyota, and she's going to be going to a local accelerated Toyota program in Philadelphia to become a master mechanic. My little 5'1" Italian girl kicks those boys.
Oh, I bet she does. That is amazing. Now, who would have thought? Did you ever think she was going to do that?
Yeah. It wasn't from me. She loves cars. She loves everything about cars, and I don't really know where it comes from, Al. But you know what? As a parent, we don't care. All we want for our children is to find passion in something, Al. Whatever it is, find passion in something. And my kid found passion in something, and it makes me proud.
Beautiful. It's you know, I'm an old industrial mechanic myself, and it's rewarding when you can take something apart and put it back together like it was brand new and make it work.
Yeah, she's learning.
It's great.
She's learning.
She's learning. Okay. Now, Mr. Botte, if everybody doesn't know, this is his third time around on the No Cover TV podcast.
I survived two of these. I survived two of these.
I can't believe it myself. I can't believe I've even survived. So I'm not going to do the time capsule with you because, we did that. So I'll just brief him. He hides something in the closet. He doesn't bring out very much. Michael Botte. He has 7-inch heel boots in the closet and some makeup and stuff. That refers to a band that I won't mention. Kiss, Kiss, Kiss. And so yeah, me and Michael love Kiss. You grew up on that, didn't you?
You know what's funny, Al? You can't see me, but I swear on my father, I have a Kiss shirt on right now.
I do too. I have a great Kiss shirt on.
Oh, right on.
Our brothers.
I swear to God, I have it. I swear to God, I have it on right now.
Okay. Enough of the BS, people. Let's get down to some serious business. Yeah. All right. Now you're doing a lot of singles, I noticed. Now, do you and Bob plan to throw out a full EP this year?
That's a great question. So I will say that when I first got started in this, when COVID hit, I did put out my own self-produced EP, and I thought it was just the greatest thing in the world until I met Bob Beals from Sound Foundation Studios and quickly learned what I could sound like with a real producer. Right. So I had that first EP that I ripped out of the universe. But to be honest, Alan, I'm not really sure where the EP album concept fits anymore. I don't know. Everything seems to be single songs. When you look at Spotify or wherever you listen to your music, everything's listed as single songs. You can pick and choose what you want. I'm not sure if I want to do that. I don't know.
That's a good point, because in my mind, if I was back out there playing again, what I would myself personally I would do is I would come up with at least 24 songs and put a double album.
Oh yes. Yes.
Put a double. If you could put half of it live and half of it studio, that would be awesome.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. That's everyone's wish. Yes. I haven't gotten that far yet, but yeah, for now we're just doing singles until there's some compelling reason to change or do something different. Maybe we could package some of those singles into more of a cohesive theme EP or something that's been talked about. But we're just pumping out singles for now, bud.
Because with the songs that you write, they're very beautiful songs. And I'm sure, we're not even close yet to Christmas, but I'm sure you're going to work on some holiday songs possibly.
No, I will say this. As much as I love love songwriting and I listen to more music than most people every single day. I will tell you, I am not a fan of the whole everybody does a Christmas song thing. I mean, I don't know. I've heard these songs 1,000 times, and I'm not saying people shouldn't do it. It's just not my cup of tea, brother.
Pick Halloween or something. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe I'll do. Well, you know what's funny is my October release has a bit of a dark, kind of possibly Halloweenish theme. So that could be maybe my quote unquote Christmas song, maybe more of a darker Halloweenish song. We'll see how
There
that
we
goes.
go. We'll see how it goes. Yeah. Oh boy. Oh boy. So you are, like I said, a very busy person, writing constantly. Now, have you gotten a chance to play out yet?
So what's funny, I was just on a call with Big Records before I was on with you. And there's a couple tours being mentioned possibly for this year. And I know my name's being thrown around. I know that's something that they're kind of working on and handling. So as of right now, I don't have anything to announce, but there's a really good chance something's going to happen this year. It's just things are being put together as we speak, if you know what I mean.
Okay. I know we're having a meeting tonight. I'm not sure if you're going to be there. Oh, yeah, you will be there.
So tonight, well, there's Monday night. I was just on one today. I don't know if we have one tonight. Do we have one tonight?
Today's, yeah, tonight. Mondays is, yeah, and then we were having one, I think, tonight at 9 o'clock.
Oh, okay.
Unless he sent you email with the link or whatever. So,
yeah,
but if you're not there,
I might see you later.
You might see you later. Oh, brother. We have too much fun, man. We're not even getting to business yet. All right.
Not yet,
well,
no.
All right. We can shoot the shit all day, can't we, brother?
Absolutely.
So tell everybody out there in podcast land, what platforms may they find your music, merch, and everything?
Well, the good news, I'm very fortunate as part of the muscle of Big Records. I'm distributed by Sony Orchard, division of Sony,
yes,
which is phenomenal for me, right? So the good news is that when you do that, they put your music, honestly, on every single platform known to man, many of which I've never heard of before, but the big ones, the Spotifys, the Amazons, the iTunes, the YouTubes. Michael Botte Band, I am everywhere if you're so compelled to find me.
You are everywhere. Every corner I turn, Michael Botte. It's like I can't get rid of you. I don't want to.
You know what it is? I will tell you, it's your fault. It's your fault, Al. I will tell you. You and the radio stations have been so kind to me. I mean, the radio play that I'm getting, you'll notice that most of my posts on Facebook are thanking a podcast, thanking an interview, or thanking a radio station. So it's your fault.
It's all my fault. Okay, I'll take that one. I'll take that one.
You guys are too good to me. Too good to me.
Yeah, I got to treat you good because you treat me good. Respect and common sense goes a long ways. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. So I'm also noticing here the numbers are building with the fans, my friend, all around the world. People are loving it.
Yeah, we're trying. I mean, we definitely get new followers every day, every week, every month, which is wonderful. I'm so fortunate that people have some connection to me and to the music. That's really what it's all about. Yeah. I'm so fortunate that we have that. Yes.
Yeah. Now, you know the algorithms. What's the hottest 2 countries out there right now listening to you?
So what's interesting is I know that, and I'll tell you honestly, so I was very fortunate to be in a magazine called Lazy Indie Magazine, run by a gentleman named Jay over in India, Kerala, India. It was kind of a big deal for me to be in that magazine. So I had been concentrating and doing some things in that greater like Kerala, India area because there's a big indie music scene over there. And I thought, well, you know what? How cool would it be? And I've been to India before, one of my favorite countries on planet Earth. So I was doing some things to generate some buzz and things in that greater Kerala, India, because there's such a good indie scene that, to be honest, I think besides America, I think India might be my second country. That's the most popular.
That's pretty cool. It is interesting. All the different countries out there, the 200, almost 300 countries we have, how they pick up and listen to our music. Doesn't matter what genre it is, they pick it up. Definitely. And I'm glad that we can get all around the world and get your music and your story out there. Most definitely. So now, let's see where I want to go.
Oh boy.
Now,
oh boy.
Yeah, I'm thinking that's scary. How many times a day you pick that guitar up?
Oh my goodness! So right now I just restrung. Where is it? I'm restringing one of them, and I don't like the string, so I got to take them off and do it again. So that one's kind of out of commission. My other one I do pick up because I've been I'm trying to work on a couple of little acoustic covers of some other big records artists. That's something that we're trying to do, is just put up maybe a 30-second post of, something that's compelling to you from another big records artist. So I've been hacking on the acoustic, just trying to figure out a couple of chord structures and some of the words to some of my favorite songs from my fellow label mates. So that's what I've been doing.
Yeah, good. I wanted to talk about that. And I wanted to ask, what size strings do you use? I use 0.10 for my acoustics. I don't know what you use. They always seem to be good to me, Martins.
Yeah, I've always been Diodario, and I tried more of the medium strings, to be honest. I wanted to get more of a richer sound, so I tried some of the meatier, the bigger strings. I think they were up to like 53s, pretty big. And I tell you, I got to be honest, it was a little rough. So I'm more of a custom light kind of guy.
I like the Arios too, but I always, with my acoustics, stick with the Martin 0.10s. Yes. Anyways, they won't hear that crap and stuff like that. So I know you and Bob, Beal's your producer. You live a little bit of ways from each other. How often you getting in the studio with them?
So, Al, you're not going to believe this. So Bob and I got a song last week. I think that was our 7th release together. And I'm not sure if this is attractive or not, if this is sexy or not, but I have never sat in a room with my producer. We do everything remotely. I have a studio here that I record. He has his studio. We send files back and forth. This thing called the intraweb. It's amazing what you can do with the intraweb. And this, Al, over COVID, you'd be surprised how many bands that you listen to have never met each other, never sat in the room together.
Very true. And once we get talking, we instantly become a family. We're all brothers and sisters because we love what we're doing.
I talk to Bob more than I talk to anybody. I mean, every day we're chatting about ideas and thoughts and, hey, should we change the arrangement on this one? What about the, this and that? We're talking all the time. So I feel like I've known him forever. I have never sat in a room with him.
Never sat in a room. Well, maybe someday we can make that happen.
We're going to have to. We're going to have to. Yeah.
Definitely, my friend. So now you mentioned, doing some collaborations of songs with the artists from big records, some of the artists from big records there. And I know what you're talking about, but let's explain a little bit to the podcast audience about what you're going to do with some of these artists.
Yeah, so it was really speared by an artist named Tim Steinruck from The Mighty One, and Tim. It's just such an accomplished musician, more of that rock god of Canada kind of thing. And he very kindly, I don't know why he decided to do this, but a couple months ago, he took time out of his day to do like a quick 30, 40-second slower rendition of a song of mine called Radiate. And I could not believe, Al, when I heard him, Tim Steinruck is doing my song. So he kind of challenged me to try to, do something else. So I did one of his songs. I did a quick little snippet. And of course, his was way better than mine. But I did a quick, kind of 30, 40-second. And it's more just to give some love and appreciation to some of the other artists and just show maybe a different side to the song, maybe a different artistic, creative side to the song. And what I did, his song was very different than how it was written, of course. And he was like, it's a great, just different take on the song. And it's really fun to do that. So we're going to do more of that. So Tim was really the spearhead of all this and kind of challenged us to do that. And I took the challenge and now I have to do more of it.
You got to do more of it. Yeah. Tim's a great guy. We got a great family with big records. And I like how that came about, that you're taking snippets of each other's songs and transitioning that into what you hear. How it should maybe come out your way.
I mean, when you hear a song, everyone just hears it in a different way. And what I did to his song, it was called My World, which is a phenomenally rocking song. I just kind of heard something different and threw something out there, and it was a ton of fun. So we're going to try to do more of that.
That's wonderful. And then we're going to talk about some music here in a second. But I want to go back to, I mentioned playing out, which you haven't done yet. You're working with Bob and stuff in the studio, but Big Record sets up a gig for you, 2, 3, 4, whatever. You get on the tour bus, you go to this venue or the arena, wherever you're going to perform. You get on that stage, you strap on that guitar, all those people are looking at you. Say it's 10,000 people looking at you.
Yep.
And then you hit that first chord, you start singing your song. The people start getting closer, start swaying, start dancing. Maybe they're even singing to you your song.
Goodness.
If that comes back to you, how's it making Michael's heart feel?
Well, first of all, I'm confused. You said we were playing in an arena. Now, most arenas are at least 20 to 25,000. So I'm not sure where you're getting this 10,000. I'd like to have around 20 to 25,000, if that's okay.
All right, we'll go up to 35.
Oh my God, I can't imagine. I've played little places here and there way many years ago, but no one's ever sat and looked at me and sang back something that I've written. And I will tell you, when that time comes, and it will. When that time actually comes, I'm not sure if I got to stop the show, just say a quick thank you and start over again.
I do remember a couple of shows I've done. I literally got choked up on stage. I almost forgot what I was doing.
Oh my God.
It's just like, really? I'm just doing what I do. I don't expect a pat on the back. And it is, and you never forget that. You don't ever forget that. That's good stuff.
Yes, I can imagine. Yes.
Yeah. But now on the reverse side, say you just did 2 or 3 sets, you're whipped. You're going to be packing up. How long do you think it's going to take you to unwind, get to bed?
I tell you what, what's funny is even when I go out, and so I support a lot of local, live music. That's just something that we all have to do and believe. And I just went to a show recently, a Sarah Jarosz show. I'm going to Train next. I was at Hannah Wickland. I was at all these different shows. And I will tell you, I'm one of those audience members that really gets into it and listens and looks. And unfortunately now, as a musician, I kind of listen differently. I listen for production value. Oh, why'd they make that change? And all these different things. So it's so different how I listen to music. But I will say I'm so into the music. And so I'm tired as an audience member. So I'm not sure what it would feel like to actually, ripping it on stage. But I'm beat as an audience member.
Yeah, it does that to you. Because you're thinking kind of like me. I tear everything apart. I look at each person, what they're playing. And the sound quality is a man doing his job, but everything. So it's like I'm trying to enjoy the show, but yet I'm working at the same time.
Yeah, it's a bit of a curse, a little bit of a curse, actually, because it's not just listening. I'm listening for ideas and thoughts. And, why did they do that? Does that change fit this phrase that I wrote 5 years ago? So it's unfortunate. It's a little bit of a curse, but hey, man, I'll take that curse any day.
True. And when I get on the big stage and I see all the back line and all that gear and stuff, sometimes I just want to get a front loader and get rid of it all and go old school analog.
Oh my goodness.
The new generation wouldn't know what to do.
No.
Boy, brother, oh boy. So it sounds like every 2 months you're popping out a song about?
It's so now with big records, the cadence is every 4 months. It's 3 a year. That's for the contract. It's about 3 a year. Yeah.
Okay, I got you. Okay, doing that. Good deal. Now, how many songs has Caden played for you?
So I met Caden. Matter of fact, he did my first songs. He did more of my country rock. So he did New Rising Sun and Here We Go and Leave This Town and Beautiful Day, My Way. So he did more of my country rock stuff. And then as I'm kind of transitioning more into that pop alt rock, honestly, Big Records has kind of taken over a little bit. So I haven't had Caden on the last couple, but most likely we're going to get back together. But I know Caden's really, really focused on that country rock country. He has so many contacts, and I know he's trying to build more into the pop alt rock. So we'll be getting together here soon enough. He's such a hardworking young kid. This kid. He just works hard.
He is a hardworking kid.
I really do.
Going to college and doing the radio station and stuff and promoting all the country music, and great kid. I'm going to actually interview him and be kind of a first to not interview a musician.
Right on. Yeah, he's part of the family now too. I brought him in as well, which is great. Some of my friends are becoming part of the family, so this is great.
And we have a great family, and it's nice that we look out for each other, and we all have our own niche that we do to specialize in. Yeah.
Yep. I will say Big Records is building, I've been on a lot of meetings and you've been on them too. Mark's really building this infrastructure it's going to be tough to beat, Al. I mean, we're really growing and building, and some things we talked about today I can't divulge, but you'll learn soon enough about how I not only will be an artist with Big Records, but I'm now going to be an employee with Big Records. So there's some big news coming.
I love it. And I think I'm going to hear that tonight.
Probably.
Yes, indeed. I'm proud of you, brother. You know I am.
Thank you,
I'd give you a big ass hug and a kiss right now if I could.
I'll take it.
Now I'll pick you right up and I'll squeeze you so hard. Oh, yeah. So everybody out there, check out the Michael Botte band. He is on everything, every platform. I check them out on Spotify. Love the music. Love the music. Hey, why don't we talk about a little bit of the songs? I think way back it was hmm, was it let
I
me
think you and I
see.
met over Beautiful Day or My Way.
That's Beautiful Day. Yes, Beautiful Day. But is that the oldest song?
No, the oldest song is
Sing-
New Rising Sun. That was the first release that Bob and I did together, was New Rising Sun.
Okay. That's what I was going, because I thought there was another one. And then he did Beautiful Day, which is amazing song. Amazing song.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thank you so much. Honestly, that was our biggest song to date. That song in mid-May of last year went to all the way to #1 in the World Indie Music Chart and #3 on the European indie music chart. So that was kind of our, if you quote unquote, big hit, and it kind of opened up a lot of doors. That
Yeah.
song was one of the reasons why I got into big records. So it's amazing how doors open. You never know. But yeah, that song was really
Right.
good to us. It opened up a lot of doors for us, Al.
Well, and looking, it looks like you got over 80,000 plays on Spotify.
Oh, yeah, I'll take,
Nice.
I mean, for an indie little guy like me, I'll take any spin. I'll take any spin.
It's a great song. And then we moved up to, we did Radiate.
Yes,
That
we
was
did.
recent. Okay. Then Leave This Town.
Yep. Country Rock. Yep.
Okay. And then the new one, I Got a Song.
That's the latest, March 1st. Yeah, just released.
Yeah, just released that. That's really cool. I like that song.
Oh, thank you.
Nice.
Man. Thank you.
Talk to me about that.
Yeah, so I Got a Song. So this is our first full kind of pop alt rock song. Radiate was a little bit of a transition between the country rock and kind of the pop alt rock. What's funny about Radiate is people may not really realize it, but we kept the banjo in the chorus and the second verse just to kind of make that transition a little bit. And then once we got to I Got a Song, this is just true kind of pop alt rock. And honestly, Al, you've seen some of the posts. What I'm doing is very humbly self-proclaiming this as a bit of a musician's anthem, because I wrote this for us, as us. And what I mean by that is, and you know this, a lot of times, creative types, us musicians, can have some trouble communicating through traditional means, even maybe doing something like this. However, Al, and you know this, whenever we are given a chance to use our art as our voice, oh my goodness, we can speak volumes, oceans, galaxies of information.
Yeah,
so
we
that
can.
is what I Got a Song is all about. It's about musicians using their art as their voice.
That's pretty cool. I like that concept. Very
Thanks,
nice.
Man. Thanks, man.
That is so cool, dude.
I'm trying.
And I practice every day and play my guitar. Not that I play in a band anymore and stuff, but I was thinking of you. And I was thinking of this collaboration you're doing with some of the artists with big records. I have a couple of those songs that I might want to present to you, and maybe you write some lyrics to them.
Hey, I love anything creative. I would love to be a part of the creative process.
I wrote them back in 86 and 87, 88, and all the ones throughout the years.
Yeah, word changes then.
but there are a couple I would say on the mellow ballad type. So, and some are
right on.
So we'll get together and we'll do that sometime. I'll get on the phone or whatever. But anyway, I want to we're gonna have fun right now. I'm gonna pick on you.
All right. Boy, here we go.
You're not getting away with this. All right. Anybody in the world, I might have asked this before, but what two people, alive or passed away, that you want to step foot on stage with and perform?
Oh boy, I don't know if you asked me that before, but wow, that's a great question. I think I have an answer. So one of probably my favorite musician of all time, and unfortunately he left us, I think, last year. A gentleman named David Crosby, which I'm sure you know his name. I've been with David forever. I loved everything about him, the harmonies, the musicianship, the early beginnings from, the Byrds, and touted as the next Beatles, and then his very colorful lifestyle. I mean, he was a pretty rambunctious guy and a pretty intriguing character. Yeah. So I've always just said I would kill to sit in a room with David Crosby and just one harmony, just a line, a couple of words, one harmony.
Oh man.
Crosby. But not that I would have gotten the opportunity, but he's no longer with us. God bless him.
Yeah, God bless him.
So that's, I guess, someone who's not with us. But as far as someone who's with us, and matter of fact, my wife and I just went to her show in Philly, World Cafe Live. There's a singer-songwriter out of Texas, but I think she mostly resides in New York City. Matter of fact, David Crosby quote unquote introduced me to her via Twitter. He put a Twitter post about her. Her name is Sarah Jaros. And she is a multi-Grammy award-winning artist. And I am telling you now, it is some of the best musicianship and songwriting I have ever heard. She just put out a brand new album. Polaroid Lovers, I believe, is the name of the album. And my wife and I went to the show, and it's just unbelievable music. And my Lord, would I love to just sit and chat with her for a bit and talk music and hit a couple of chords.
I'm going to look her up. I'm going to send her a message.
Jarosz. I think this is Jaros is her name. Just phenomenal music.
I'll find her. Oh,
you'll
yes.
like it, man. Country rock-ish, kind of that country rock theme, but just phenomenal musicianship.
Sweet. I mean, like I was still saying earlier, there's so much great music out there of all genres. It blows me away. I mean, it seems like not even 10 years, every 5 years, it changes up. And it's just really cool.
Yeah, I got to say, now that I'm kind of in this, musical ocean, I'm kind of an active member of ISSA, and you are as well, I believe, ISSA.
Yeah.
And ISS radio's, popping up. And I got to say, when I listen to ISSA radio, and I'm so fortunate, you're not going to believe this, that I got a song, was their number one song on their top 15 the night before the song got released. I'm not sure how that happened, but we were the number one song on ISA radio, top 15. But my point to saying that is when you listen to all 15 or more of the songs, Al, the musicianship, the performances, the writing, the indie music community, it's almost daunting. And I'm going to ISSA this year in August. And I told Tammy, I said, I'm not sure. I was going to sit this one out because I thought, there's no way I'm going to compete with any of these people. And then I thought, Al, what? Why not me? Damn it, I'm going. Look out. I'm in. Look out.
The doors may open. You just, like you say, you never know who you're going to meet and what doors may open for you. Definitely.
Yeah, it's
I'm
daunting.
going to try to make it myself. I don't know if I can, but I'm going to try to make it.
Okay.
And if I make it, you'll know I'm in the house because I'm
I'll know.
And the shine will be
walls will crumble.
Yes, indeed. Oh, that's great. Now, I got another question for you, kind of the same as the last one. All right, I'll give you two. Anywhere in the world, what two stages would you like to step on and perform?
Oh, well, I already have an answer for that one. That's easy. That's easy. Come on, give me something difficult. That's easy. No, I will tell you, for my 50th birthday, which wasn't, it was pretty long ago. My 50th birthday, my wife amazingly found our favorite musician of all time playing at a venue that it was on my bucket list. And I hate to, it was on my bucket list. So for my 50th birthday that summer, 2021, was it 21? Whatever it was. I got to go to Red Rocks, Colorado and watch Michael Franti and Spearhead rip that stage. And that stage was put together, whatever you believe in, there was a creator that made that for a purpose. Those two huge rocks in that natural amphitheater overlooking the valley. Al, have you been to Big Rocks or Red Rocks?
Red Rocks, yes. I've been there several times.
Gosh.
It's beautiful. To step center in that stage, you can hear a pin drop. It's beautiful.
Tell me I'm wrong. Oh my gosh.
That's the great spot. Now give me another place.
There's another place that I very much loved when I lived. I used to live in Oakland, California, Northern California, the Bay Area.
Oh, yeah.
And there's a venue in Berkeley, California, the hippie capital of the world, where all the cats have played. It's called the Greek Theater. I would love to play in that Greek theater. It's an old Greek theater in a, kind of a bowl shape. Just the acoustics are amazing. And it's in Berkeley, so much history. I would love to play there. And then maybe the Fillmore East, Fillmore.
Fillmore, that'd be cool. Even the Viper Room.
Oh, my goodness.
Go. Boy, a lot of great, establishments. The walls, if they could just talk.
Oh, my goodness, yeah.
Oh my gosh! Maybe we don't want them to talk.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure who would want to listen. You'd be indicted. If you listened.
Now, when you play in your guitar and you're writing and stuff, are you usually sitting down playing, or do you strap it on and stand up?
It's funny. Like if I'm a little antsy, I will kind of strap on and kind of walk around. Like I just walk when I talk. Like right now I'm walking when I talk. That's just how I do it. And I walk when I play. But if I'm writing, like I need to have my desk and sit, and I need to have a little bit of concentration. So typically I'm sitting in my chair with my book, and I still handwrite things. And I just, then I transfer them onto my phone so that, it has a place to reside. But I'm mostly sitting, just thinking of different word choices. I try to do my best with phrasing and that kind of thing. So yeah. Most of the time, just sitting down writing.
Does your wife ever walk by and slap you upside the head and stop it?
She used to. Yeah, I will say when I first started, she was not impressed at all. Al, this is a quick funny story. When I first started playing the guitar, we were just married. It was 1995, new wife, young. We were so excited. Time of change. I was going to try this thing called a pawn shop, bought like a $30-$40 guitar just to have something. And now I swear I'm father. I swear I thought if you just strings and you just hit, with your right hand, hit some strings, all these angelic sounds were going to come out. And I will tell you, she could probably hear me right now. That is not the way it worked for me. It was awful. I tried to make a F bar chord for about a month. Just couldn't do it. So I threw it out of the window.
Literally.
Shattered the guitar. Shattered it.
But you got another one, and
I got another one.
That was not the end.
Not the end. I bought another one. Yes.
Let me ask you, how many are in your repertoire? How many guitars you have now?
I only have just my my little acoustic, the same one I've had for 25 years, and then I have a Gretsch kind of acoustic electric, a little bit thinner body, nice. easier to stand up and play, a little bit thinner body, not a big dreadnought, And then I have an Epiphone, Les Paul knockoff. I can't buy Les Pauls. Someday I will, but I buy the Epiphone knockoffs.
Right. When we can afford the 20 grand, maybe.
Yeah, this was much less than that.
I just recently picked up an Ibanez TCM 50, so it sounds real. It's acoustic electric, so that's beautiful sounding guitar. Right, I love that. Love that. So the reason I was asking why you might be strapping, standing, or sitting, and even if you were playing it out, have you ever had any embarrassing moments while you were trying to perform, play, or write a song? Did the strap not hold the guitar right and it fell to the floor? Did you fall to the floor or something happened?
You know what's funny? Not that, but I did have a kind of an embarrassing moment. I was actually in India, if you could believe it. And I was playing around at local cafes and just, for food and just whatever. It was kind of the hippie trail that I was on many, many years ago.
Right.
And playing some songs. And I remember I'd written a song at the time. I had just come back from Tibet. So I kind of wrote this song called Cry Freedom about, sort of the struggles of Tibet with the Chinese government. And we're not going to get into all that today. But I had this kind of song that was sort of hitting home with where I was in India, because I was staying where a lot of Tibetan refugees were living, a lot of the Tibetan monks. So I wrote the song and I played out and played in cafes, and a lot of the local guys really dug it. And we kind of started having like other people play it and drums and the whole thing, like Ashiko drums. And I'll never forget when we were playing, and I was playing it by myself one time in a cafe, and everyone was kind of digging it. Guy was kind of like trying to clap and keep the time. And unfortunately, when people in the audience kind of clap out of time, it screws you up.
It does. It's
so
like, get with it 4-4.
One of the owners of the cafe had to tell the guy, stop clapping. You're ruining the song. So that was such an embarrassing moment for all of us. He was out of time. I got to stay in time.
It's funny to watch people try to snap their fingers or clap. Like,
come on, man. Killing me.
Keep your day job.
Oh my, it's so funny. It's so funny. I felt bad for the guy, but whatever. Rock and roll, huh?
Rock and roll, that's right. Now, we were talking, about big records and the collabs and stuff like that. You did the collab with Tim. Name some other people you might be working with.
So there's a Big Records artist that I kind of was friends with prior to Big Records, and we were kind of friends, and then we both came up and kind of came to Big Records together. His name is Michael F. Rose, and his band is Bad Horse.
Yeah.
And Michael. I will tell you he is one of the top 10 musicians I have ever heard in my life. He is so talented. And he has a song called Cinnamon Creek, which I have posted saying that this is one of the top 10 songs I've ever heard, ever written. It is brilliant. I would like to maybe try to do a little play on Cinnamon Creek, but the song is so good and so perfect. I'm not sure if I should.
Right. Don't maybe not.
He may not want to be friends any longer, but I just love that song, Catch More Flies with Honey. And it's such a wonderful song. So maybe I'll do a little something. I don't know, ask his permission first. But I will say, if you're going to listen to anybody else today, I'd love for you to listen to me. But Michael F. Rose goes by Bad Horse. He's everywhere on streaming
He is
platforms.
everywhere.
Cinnamon Creek,
Yes.
57 Chevy, phenomenal songs.
He's a great guy, and he shaved all his hair off. He's looking like me now.
The beard and the bald head. Yep.
You're next.
You know what's funny, Al? I'm 54. I got to be honest. I still have a full head of hair. I'm going to keep this as long as I can.
But it's turning a little white, isn't it?
Just my beard. Nah, my beard's more gray. I'm still hanging on the top. The shelf is still hanging on. The beard's going, man.
Wait till you hit 60. You're gonna wake up. What the
hell? We'll see, man. That's a long time from now. We'll see if I can get there.
That is a lot. Yeah, right. So now you are getting a lot of exposure. Radio play, press, podcasts, interviews, write-ups. Boy, you're really going to town. What was the last interview you did?
So you and I, we've done the last couple releases. So you and I have been kind of on like a release cadence. So we did, of course, My Way and Radiates, and then now this one. So we're kind of on that release cadence. And when my next one comes in June, July, guess who I'm going to hit up? It's going to be you.
Hey.
We're going to do this again.
Your note sheet already written up.
Yeah, so I'm very fortunate. I got to be honest, when I first started this all, I did my best to gather as many contacts as I possibly could because I knew I was going to need help. And then, we have this symbiosis, Al, and you know this. I need you for exposure, and guess what? You need me for content. So there is a built-in symbiosis that if you can nurture and be respectful and support you the way you support me, this happens over and over and over. And what I do with you, I'm happy to say, I do with a lot of people. And I'm very fortunate that I've been able to build those relationships. And it's just a natural symbiosis that you have to nurture. You have to.
Yeah. And it's what I love about you, Mike. You truly are in this for your heart. It's not, you're not just doing it for the people out there to listen to it. You're doing it because you love it and you love to let others enjoy it.
Thank you for saying that. It is a labor of love. And I've said this before, all I want to do is make music that people want to hear. And I hope that music does one of three things. Now, if I can get all three, that'd be wonderful. But one of three things: make you move, think, or feel. Again, if I can get you to do all three of those, that'd be great. But if I can get one of those, we all win. That's all I want to do.
I'm on the floor convulsing. I'm doing all three.
No, not that kind of move. It's like move, shake it, shake your booty. Come on.
Shake that booty stuff. Okay. Good stuff. Good stuff. Do we dare name the next song that you're going to release?
Well, I will give you some hints. I will happily, since you had the bollocks to ask, I will tell you a little bit about the next release. And it's very, very different for us. Very different. So Bob and I right now are kind of experimenting. Like we went through the country rock thing, which was very good to us. Now we're moving into that kind of alt pop rock. And so the summer release, it's more of a summer vibe. It's a song called Dance With Your Shadow. And I will tell you, I can't tell you what it all is, but I will tell you that as far as describing it, and I would describe it this way: if the police, like the early police, had a musical baby child, it's going to be Dance With Your Shadow.
Ooh, that's dangerous.
Yeah, it's got a reggae island beat, and then it's got a huge, big power chord chorus, which Nickelback is just famous for. But it's got that early police vibe with the reggae, island beat that we kind of wanted to incorporate. I've always enjoyed the early police songs, so I wanted to do something that had that police sound, but with that big, huge power chord chorus, and that's exactly what we did. So wait till you hear this one. It's very, very different for me.
Looking forward to it. So everybody in podcast land, check out Michael Botte Band and the singles that he's putting out, and just amazing work and talent that you do.
Thank you.
And give Bob Beals a high and low for me. We're at 43 minutes. We got a couple minutes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to push this button. Hopefully it works. You hear that?
Oh my goodness. I know that song.
You know that song? Yeah. It's called I Got a Song. Yeah. This is your new song from the Michael Botte Band. So we're going to end the show with this song playing. How's that sound?
Yeah, thank you, brother. That's awesome. Happy to do that.
You do a great job, brother. It was a pleasure to have you back on. I might see you tonight at the meeting. If not, we're always staying in contact, always.
Always, brother. I appreciate you, man. Have a good day.
You have a good one, brother. Everybody on podcast land, check out Michael Botte. Check out the past shows. And, of course, check out the future shows. We've got a lot of great artists out there. And if you want to know a little bit more about Big Records label, contact me or Michael Botte. Michael, you have a good one, brother. I love you. And I'll talk
Thank
to
you,
you
brother.
soon.
Peace, man.
Peace, brother. We're out of here. Peace.